So this is going to be my first and my introduction video, you could say. I am 46 years old currently. I am married. I have 2 kids. I'm a father of daughters. I'm a girl dad. Twin daughters. I made significant changes in my life after the age of 40, meaning moving from one state to another, very significant change, with family and little kids. Then, after always working for someone else, up until I was 41, I've decided to change things up and start my own physical business, as well as other businesses online, like YouTube channels and things like that. This is not my only YouTube channel. I have 2 other YouTube channels which are pretty successful already. I want to share my stories with you and my life experiences, most of the time while I'm driving, because with me dealing with so much, running a business, running one YouTube channel, running another YouTube channel, being a dad, being a husband, all that, I don't always have the time when I'm home to just sit down and calmly record videos, having to also deal with the other stuff I just mentioned. But during driving, I have a lot of time because the physical business that I run requires me to drive a lot, pretty much every single day. And while I do that, I have a lot of time to talk. I don't really have to stare at the phone. I can drive comfortably and talk to you guys about and share whatever I want to share and whatever I want to talk about. Originally, I was born in Poland, in Europe. I left Poland when I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, I came to the United States, and I was in the United States for about 3 years. My parents were here, and I was staying with them. When I turned 15 in 1995, my parents decided, you know something? Let's go back. We still have a lot of family there, blah, blah, blah. It was just hard for them to kind of feel comfortable in the United States, you could say. They were much older, and it was hard because most of their life was spent in Poland. So they decided to go back. So at 15 years old, I couldn't make a decision not to go back, so I had to go back with them. So I finished middle school here. Then I went to high school and college in Poland. And then I came back here in 2000 and have lived here since. I lived in New York for over 20 years. I want to say 22 years. No, that's after 2000, adding the 3 years before, so 25 years total in New York. Most of my life pretty much spent in New York. Always worked for somebody there. After those 25 years, in 2022, I moved myself and my family out of New York, and we moved to Texas. Moving to Texas was probably the best decision I could have made for my family and for myself, personally, professionally, and just, we like it. We love Texas, and we feel really comfortable in Texas. Now, what else? What I'm going to mention also is that there is a drawback or a negative of living in Texas, and that negative for us is not having a lot of close people close to us, because most of our family lives in New York and surrounding areas. So if we want to visit them, always got to take a flight. If they want to visit us, they got to take a flight. It gets a little bit cumbersome, and it prevents us from seeing, our family members as often as we would like. So that's the story in that. At this point, I'm at a stage of my life where I just lost my father about a month and a half ago. He was 73 years old. He was very sick. I know why he was sick. He had, diabetes, kidney disease, high blood pressure, a lot of different things that he was dealing with. And I understand, by being his medical proxy for over 10 years and dealing with all his doctors and all that stuff, I understand why he was as sick as he was and what led to him being that way. I had a very close relationship with my father, so it's very difficult for me to adjust with him not being here and me losing him. It was a whole ordeal because he passed here. He always wanted to be buried in Poland and all that. So maybe I'll touch on that in another video. But because I know what my father went through and why, I am going to also try to make adjustments in my life to avoid what he went through, make better life choices, better health choices, better food choices, physical fitness choices, all that stuff. And I'm gonna, I'm gonna film my journey in that on this channel as well, so you can join me there too. So I'm gonna be talking on this channel about a lot of things. My loss, my grief, my family, being a father, the father worries, the husband worries, the financial worries of a man with a family over 40, and how I'm going about to combat those worries and also put myself in a position that will help me navigate the difficulties of life, especially financial difficulties, because most people are really struggling financially these days. It's not as much other things, it's mostly financial, because if people had enough money, probably 80 to 90% of people's problems would be gone. But they also would have to understand how to take care of and manage that money the correct way, so they wouldn't lose it. Because a lot of people lack financial education and financial literacy, and they would, even if you give them $1 million or $5 million, they would lose that money very quickly and end up, being back in the same spot that they were before. So I think it's very important to talk about those issues, to share my experiences with it, because I made some financial mistakes as well. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them through the years. Started saving when I was way older than I should have. Should have started saving a lot sooner. Should have started investing a lot sooner. It's a lot of things to get into, but I'm going to be sharing a lot of that stuff on the channel as well. So I hope that you guys join me, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video with other people that you think that might see it as useful, and we could all help each other, because you'll be able to comment on my videos, and if you have advice for me for an issue I'm dealing with or I'm talking about, or maybe I'm going about something in a less effective way than you've dealt with it, then listen, I'll take your advisement and I'll take your advice into consideration and maybe implement it. I mean, I'm not here as a guru for you guys. I'm here to share my journey and probably learn from you as well. I'm open to people's advice. And that's pretty much it. So this was my introduction video. I hope you join me on my 46 to 50 journey, which we're gonna film and document. And after we get to 50, listen, we'll create another journey, which will be 50 to 60. You can be with that with me on that one as well. So let's go through this together. Let's help each other out. Let's advise each other, and let's just create a community that's great and works together for the betterment of everyone's life. And that's pretty much it. So Let me know overall what you guys think about this video, what I shared, what I'm going to be sharing. Are you interested? Are you not? And let's see you in the next one. Peace.